Oh man, what's up everybody? So welcome to another video here on Charleston Car Videos. Today we've made a day of, or at least half a day of hanging out at the blue and gold salvage yard here in Goose Creek, South Carolina, just outside of Charleston. And you know, with the new 2019 Ford Ranger being just released in the marketplace, I thought the truck that I'm sitting in right now would be perfect to put a video up online. You just don't see any early 80s models Ford Rangers anymore. So we're going to take a look at this old school Ford Ranger at the salvage yard. It's too bad it's sitting out here, but I'll tell you, it's actually in pretty decent shape. And somebody wanted an old school Ford Ranger, you could get this one right now, take it home, get a motor in it, and possibly drive this thing. I mean, it's not that bad. Stay with us. So, I mean, people always like to comment on the new truck videos and stuff, and they're like, man, the older trucks are just so much better than the new trucks, you know? And a lot of people seem to think that. You got a lot of people, though, that didn't own older trucks. You know, they're still young, like myself here, 38, you know? I mean, hey, man, but I went 1984, I was a 4-year-old, okay? You know, wasn't riding around a Ford Ranger pickup truck, you know? I think my mom and dad were probably driving some kind of freaking town car, who knows? But anyways, I mean, just look around at the inside of this truck. I mean, got the old school headliner. I thought it was brown for a minute, but it's actually it's actually like the soft part under the headliner. So obviously it's been, you know, it used to be like that. But I mean, hey, this stuff's all intact. I mean, the dash is still here. I mean, another thing that you can think about, now I mean, new Ford trucks are built really nice, okay? I mean, just about all the trucks out there now are built really nice. But there's a lot of vehicles out there that just don't hold up after 10 years. So it's actually interesting to see that the dash in this truck is still pretty well held together. Now, it is starting to crack right in here. It's a very hard dash. And you got hard plastic for the wood right there. But I mean, look at that, 397,000 miles. Steering wheel's still looking pretty good. And look at the seats. The seats are in good shape. The shifter is down on the bottom down there. Somebody was rocking Realtree mats. You know? Anyways, wait until you see the outside of it. It's actually a really good looking truck. Come on. So here's the outside of the 1984 Ford Ranger. If you don't remember what one of these looks like, well, now's your chance. Headlights are still in good shape. The grill in good shape. Still even has the engine in here. Something tells me this truck probably hasn't been sitting at this salvage yard for very long because it hasn't been picked all apart yet. Not too much. Or the other thing is if it has been sitting here for a while, it's, well, let's just say there's not a lot of these on the road anymore. But the color combos on it's pretty cool, man. You got this going on, then the white. You just don't see trucks being sold at dealerships anymore with any kind of cool paint schemes on them. You know, if you wanted to get some kind of cool paint scheme on your truck, you're going to have to do it yourself. I mean, that's just all there is to it. I mean, trucks are just nice, big, solid colors. I mean, now we will give a little love to the Ford King Ranch truck that's got white and tan and all that pretty stuff. But again, this type of scheme ain't going on too much, right? Got the old steel wheels on there. So yeah, it hasn't been here that long. 4/11/2019 is when it made its way to the salvage yard. But like I was saying, I mean, man, do y'all remember the little windows that open up like that? But the body on it is in great shape. You know, yeah, it could be sanded down and, you know, puttied and fix some of the rusting areas on it and all that. But I mean, with a new fresh paint job and a good running engine, this could really be something kind of special. And man, just a good looking old school truck. I like it. I really do. So somebody jacked the mirror off on that side. Let's go take a look at the other side. Yeah, they jacked the mirror off that side too, unfortunately. But you still got the Ranger emblem right there, which is kind of cool. You know, the old school Ford Ranger logo. I don't think the Ranger logos look like that anymore. Anyways, guys and girls, let me know what you think. Would you own one of these if it was restored and all? And would you drive that versus the new 2019 Ford Ranger? Or would you like to just have both of them? I think I'd like to have both trucks. But something about these old school trucks I like. And with that being said, there's a few more out here, so stay with us today on the channel as we go through and find more trucks. We're gonna have a good time doing this. Have a good one. What's up, everybody? It's probably the last video I'm doing at this place today. The sun's going down and it's starting to get to be nighttime, and it's time for me to go home and get some dinner. But with that being said, I couldn't walk past this old school Ford Ranger here and not at least talk about it a little bit on camera and let you see it. So stay with us on this video. Let's go ahead and get started. So here's the Ford Ranger Xlt. Just about everybody remembers this truck if you're at least in your late 20s or 30s like myself here. Gosh, I'm almost pushing 40. But anyways, you know, with the new Ford Ranger just being pushed out into the American market many months ago in 2019, now's a great time to take a look at a old school Ford Ranger. And I'd love to see some of y'all's opinions on, would you buy or drive one of these or one of the new ones? Now, I understand a new Ford Ranger has all the technology, all the creme de la creme of a small mid-sized truck, and I'm super happy that Ford actually decided to bring a mid-sized truck back into the marketplace here in America to compete with the Chevy Colorados of the world, the GMC Canyons of the world, and also the Toyota Tacomas of the world. But back in the day, man, this and a Chevy S10 were like hot stuff. Now, I had more of my friends had, well, actually, I'll take that back. A lot of my friends had either a Ford Ranger or a Chevy S10 in these body styles, and that makes me think, and again, I don't know the exact year of this car because I can't find anywhere on it with a window sticker or anything that says the year of it, and I can't see the VIN number to even get that part of it, but I do think that this is probably a early 90s version of the Ford Ranger. A small truck. That's probably a small engine under it, but a truck that was pretty solid, and to be looking at this one today, I'm like, you know, that little truck's actually in pretty decent shape. Unfortunately, it won't get sold here at this store. It'll be sent out to an auction, get sold for extremely cheap, probably less than $1,000, and then fixed and cleaned up a little bit and put back out into a car lot into the world and sold for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 possibly. But anyways, I want to know what y'all think of these older Ford Rangers, and would you pick one over a new one? I know there's probably a small amount of y'all online that would say, you know what, I'd drive that old Ranger before a new Ranger, right? I don't know. But anyways, if you got a new Ranger, you definitely could cash it in and get a lot more money and probably buy 15 of these trucks, because the pricing of a Ford Ranger now has really rised up a good bit. But anyways, look at the condition of this old school Ford Ranger, man. I mean, the paint's tore up. It's got some, you know, got some rust on it. It really was used as a truck. I mean, this little truck right here, I don't care, 5 years, 10 years ago, or even right here today, I would have no problem pulling this truck into the backyard or out there on the farm or whatever, and just chunking as much shit into it as I can and hauling it down to the junkyard or to the you know, wherever you go dump your trash at. You know, I wouldn't really care about the back of it all that much. But let me tell you, if I had a newer Ford Ranger, I wouldn't probably want to throw anything in the back of it because it's so nice and so clean. And to me, trucks have just gotten to be so pretty and so fancy. And it seems like trucks have kind of drifted away from just being a regular old pickup truck to throw all your junk in and just get the job done, you know? And that's what this was back then. But anyways, you had the window that opens and closes. You got a Clemson fan on the back. The paint's rusted, it's tore up. Let's see what the inside's like. Pretty simple. Well, I guess we can't go in there on that way because that door handle's broken. But what engine's under here, I have no clue. But if we can get over there, we'll pop the hood and see. There we go. So you got your old cloth seats. You got a little center part there. You got an automatic. I mean, just pretty basic for the most part. It's got 173,000 miles on it. And we're not going to deal with under the engine today, but I just kind of wanted to highlight it and show it to you. Roll up windows, less things to break 10 years later. How about that? Believe me when I say that. But that's the Ford Ranger from back in the day. Even has a cool little truck in here as well. But that's the Ford Ranger. And I got to get out of here because they're getting ready to lock the gates and they're probably going to lock me back here. But what do you think of the Ford Ranger back in the day? Did you have one? Do you have one? And would you still get one all these years later? Thanks for watching. Just a quick clip. Have a blessed day. I'm Chad signing out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're out here finding just rare and odd vehicles to film.